Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG. CK here with some more Godzilla gameplay, and here I am running Mothra. I'm still running Mothra. I'm loving Mothra, and we finally got some Kiryu, or some multi-purpose fighting system 3 on the channel. Mechagodzilla, if you will. Mechagodzilla weapons deck. Now, admittedly, this gameplay is like 3 gameplays in. I had so many camera problems trying to record gameplay here, and finally have one to show. It was the last one we recorded. It didn't get to show off as much as the other gameplay. I wish the previous one to this one was fully recorded. Unfortunately, just camera issues. But we go in. So we start off, we invade 1, and then just wait there. We see Mechagodzilla go. They do the invade 2. And you'll notice I put my counter and threat numbers on the bottom. I'm actually working on something different for the counter and threat. You see I have the little rotors, little 3D printed devices there. We're changing that out soon. So we see the double Mothra larvas and the Yakatsuki come down, and then the triple rage. So we just toss the whole hand out here, and now we get ready to pop off. Since our opponent moved up to area 4, now we can get rolling. So Rainbow Mothra comes down first. Rainbow Mothra gonna bully and push him back 1 zone. So yeah, Bully Mothra is kind of what we're calling the deck now. Bully Mothra, just shoving people back, and then we just advanced 1 space there. So yeah, Mothra thing, I mean, going first, just do a quick, do nothing, honestly. You can invade whenever. Get yourself to 3 and your opponent on 4, and you are good to pop off. So we did not actually counter him, but we did get to push him back at least. And we see all weapons attack come down, which is very interesting. So he hits the 4 on that. All weapons attack either destroys the zones that it reveals from the 3 or pushes your opponent back. So he actually got the snipe and pushed me back. So Mechagodzilla giving Mothra a taste of its own medicine. Shirasagi coming down. Shirasagi's an interesting one. You see 0 counter against our 20 threat, so we're safe. Shirasagi's interesting because it's kind of like City of Tokyo from the original starter deck, where it powers up something on 8, but it's very specific to Mechagodzilla, but it does do things. So we get our start of turn evolutions here, and we actually get the double pushback there, Rainbow and Eternal Mothra, because since he's only at 15k, we get Rainbows first and then Eternal pushes again. So he moved up to 5, got thrown all the way back to 3. So Mothra really playing control, really slowing things down. And we should have the counter. Yep, there's the counter right there. So we're sitting good. Neither of us have really advanced too much. We're not rushing the board down. We're just kind of keeping our opponent in check. And once they move up, we can kind of pop off. So we see another Shirasagi come down. Now the thing is, there are 0, so there's 0 counter there. He needs something else to really get the counter, and that's kind of why we're not rushing the board here. We're taking our time moving up so that he can't play counter, because I know that the Mechagodzilla deck does have a lot of big boys and needs some higher cost. And now, so here's another thing. I love this green, and you have to remember that when you trigger evolution, you can go up to that number and or lower. So we actually evolve our 7. The Rainbow actually has a evolution 8, so we go from a 7 to another 7, the green Imago, because that one is such a big counter. And then you see us trigger the green little larva there to place something back on top of the deck so that we can trigger our evolution. So first we do Legend here to go ahead and evolve 1. We evolve to the Rainbow, which will be able to push him back because he's still under 20, and we have the base in play. And then the start of our counter here, we pick it right back up again, and we evolve the other one into the Mothra Imago here because that green one is just so good. At this point, I think I was only running 2 in the deck since then, and in my next gameplay, you'll see that I have upped that to a full 4 of since my pieces came in. Yeah, 36,000 counter. Very big counter against his 17k. So we get the counter again, knocking him back or all the way into his 3rd form, his rank 3 Mechagodzilla, without him ever passing area 5. So that's pretty crazy control from the Mothra deck. And yeah, using the little prehistoric Mothra to be able to stack your evolution targets back into the deck to trigger at the end of turn with, it's just fun synergy. I think Mothra came out with all the pieces it needs to be able to flow. And so we see the invade 2. He's just short of being able to invade and have us pop. And then he hits the space beam, the new space beam, which will cause us to discard and pop something. The only target there being the little green larva. The primitive, prehistoric, primitive, I think primitive Mothra. Can't remember the name. And so, funnily enough, here he triggers the Garuda, which, because he has Garuda in the same column, it can go into a super mech. He has to discard the SP to be able to evolve to a regular. I was very tempted to tell him, hey, why don't you just switch it? That way the prettier one's on board, but it's fine. So we do get countered there. That Super Mechagodzilla is very strong. And then the jet to power up the regular Mechagodzilla on 8. Very nice little combo pieces there. I think both of these decks have pretty good synergy with the pieces that were given in this set. I think they did come pretty complete. So here we're just going to try to build big board. So we get the petite railgun out to blast that Super Mechagodzilla because he's still right across from us. So I think that's one of the tricky things. Super Mechagodzilla gets to cheat itself in as long as it's across from your opponent, but that kind of sets you up for the Heat Ray, Godzilla Bite, petite railgun, all the blasting. So here we go, start a turn. We've triggered a few evolutions, and you see we have another huge 39,000 counter to his 21 threat. Again, knocking him back to 5. And so we have him already at rank 4. He finally just dipped his toes into area 6, got pushed back again for the counter, and now he's at rank 4 already. So Mothra gameplay, Mothra game plan, I should say, is really just about countering early and often. You're going for the early counter, pushing them back, limiting what strategy cards they can use. Here we see the new set, Mechagodzilla come down. It's going to reduce our rage. And then some Garudas into play, double Garuda. And then a rage, and he'll be able to... No, he won't be able to super because his Garuda is not directly across from us. So really what our game plan here is to go ahead and try to go for the counter victory because he was only able to rage once, which means he should only be at about 38,000 threat. And I think our counter is close because the green Mothra Amagos, those... yeah, he was not able to counter us, only at 17. We're at 29 thanks to our rage. And the free rage that we got off of this Mothra, because the rank 2 Mothra says when you successfully counter and have a base, you get to get 2 free rage. So we were able to get big enough with our rank 2. So we invade 1 here. It pops all the bases. We triple rage. And since he's at 6, we got to do a couple things here, but I think we're close. So we get another Yakatsuki down. We play another double larvas, the best larva, rank 3. And so we can evolve here. Now, here's the thing. These greens are beefy boys, okay? And then we use Godzilla Capture just so we can actually do it. But those are 12k. Those green 7s are 12k as long as we're in Awakening 6. So double 12k, adding it all up. The Eternal is at 10. That's already at 34. He's only 33. So total 53,000 counter. Bully Mothra takes it here against Mechagodzilla. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Come back for the next one.